Crystal Caudill is a tea-drinking, book-hoarding history nerd. Her award-winning stories are ripe with history, danger, love, and hope. When not writing, Crystal can be found playing board games with her husband and boys, caregiving for loved ones, hiding in a book, drinking copious amounts of hot tea, and connecting with readers. Crystal, good morning. Thank you so
Good
much for
morning.
joining us.
Morning, Heather. I'm so glad to be here.
So I'm excited to interview this morning because, and I know I've told you this in private, but as a writer, when I get stuck, I reach to my shelf and I pull off one of your books and I read a couple pages and I go, yes, okay, that's what good writing looks like. And it puts me right back to where I'm supposed to be.
It still just puts me in awe because I never thought I'd be that. But thank you.
Well, you are. And so I'm excited to interview you because I feel like I'm a super fan on top on top of emerging as one of your peers. And that's
Oh,
what still blows me away when I get to talk to authors like you. And I'm like, how on earth am I in the same circle as these people? So I
it's
wanted,
really cool.
isn't it? It's amazing what God lets us do. So this morning, I just want to start by asking you, how did you get started writing?
God kind of pulled me in kicking and screaming. So writing has always been a coping mechanism for me.
Mhm.
And I'm a perpetual learner. So for my 30th birthday, my husband sent me to a writing conference. First thing I did was run into somebody who said, "Why aren't you writing for publishing? Why are you? This is a story God has given you, so you should be pursuing getting it out there." And I was like, "No." And all the classes I wanted to go to on writing craft were canceled. So all I could go to were publishing classes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And so I was like, fine, I'll have a few discussions. And I left, fought for 6 more months before I joined ACFW. And then from there, it was learning and getting all the connections and doing the whole journey thing.
Wow. Well, God knew we needed your stories, so I'm glad he gave you that nudge.
It was more than a nudge, it was like a shove.
A shove.
Yeah.
Well, I've loved your books. I love that you write about the Gilded Age. So what do you love most about that era?
I love how dynamic it is. So it's got a lot of layers to it. You have the ultra rich and that everyone thinks about, like the Gilded Age TV show where you have the Astors and all the really, really rich.
Yeah.
And then you have this middle class developing, and then you have the lower class. And there's a great big discrepancy between the lower and the upper. And just there's so many dynamics. You have labor riots, you have just so much going on in the country, so much rapid growth. You have telegrams transforming to telephones and electric lights coming in, and it's just
Yes. I feel like it's
amazing.
such a period of transition, going
Mhm.
from the past to the future. In that time period, so much transitions. Transportation is
Yes,
transitioning, communication is transitioning, the role of women is transitioning,
yes,
all of it. So I agree, it's
yeah,
such a fun period.
it really is. And so much to play with for writing with stories.
Absolutely. So what are you working on next?
So I'm editing book 2 of this series that just came out. Um, and I'm getting ready to start book 3. I'm plotting and planning and still have no idea what I'm doing. So I do know the main character is Flossie, and she's starting a pottery, which is the commercial end of it, which was not something women did. So
Okay.
she's doing some of the feminist type stuff and combating the whole idea that women should not be in manufacturing and things like that.
Very fun. Looking forward to that one. So next we're going to enter what I call the lightning round of questions, but we are authors and we have lots of words, so nothing ever goes fast. And that's
Right?
okay. But just some kind of fun questions for people to get to know you as a person, not just an author. So the first question is, what is your favorite genre to read?
Historical romance. And I really like it if it has suspense.
Obviously, you write it very well, so I understand that you would want to read it as well. Who's your favorite author or a few of your favorite authors?
So Michelle Grieb, Joanna Davidson Politano, Erica Vetch, Tara Johnson, Grace Hitchcock. Like, I have a whole list.
I'm sure you do. What's your favorite way to spend a quiet evening?
If I don't have anything on my docket, a book and some tea.
Perfect. Are you a plotter or a pantser?
Both. I like to pretend I'm a plotter. And then once I start writing what I plotted, my characters come up and say, nah. And then we start over with whatever they choose.
They have a way of doing that, don't they?
They do.
If you could spend a day as a character in any book, who would it be?
That one I really struggle with. Right now, my favorite from Michelle Griep is Man of Shadows and Mist. And so I would really like to be the girl in that one because
Okay.
James is really amazing.
That's fair. Did you have a favorite toy as a child?
um, so it's going to sound really silly, but you remember those Fisher Price apples that you would roll around and they would rattle and have been
Yes.
musical?
Yeah.
Even as a teenager, I loved that.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
It's something that's once you've had something as a child, it's like it has that personal meaning to you that it's
Yep.
sort of soothing even as a
Yes.
teenager. I get it. I
Mhm.
might still have the baby blanket that I had when I was little, and I might have still had it when I got married. So
Mine's still up in my hope chest. I get
there
it.
you go. Do you prefer friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Pretty much enemies to lovers. The sparks and the banter and the back and forth.
It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. What's one goal that you haven't reached yet?
I would like to travel to all 50 states. I have Alaska and Hawaii left.
Oh, wow.
So I traveled a lot as a kid, but now I need those two. And of course, they're the two hardest to get to.
Right. That's awesome. I only have, I think, like 38. So I have that same goal, but you're much further along than I am. And I have Hawaii, but I don't have Alaska yet.
I have a friend in Alaska, so there's hope.
There is hope. Yes, you can do this.
Yes.
The next question is coffee or tea, but I think we all know the answer.
Loose leaf tea if you want to get specific.
Ooh,
I'm a
any
snob.
particular, well, nothing wrong with that. Um, any particular kind that you like best?
It depends on the day. I have like 20 different that I will bounce between depending on mood and if I need caffeine or no caffeine.
There you go. Do you prefer an e-reader or a physical book?
I prefer a physical book, but lately e-reader has been easier because it travels better.
It does. And all those good like Kindle Unlimited,
Mhm.
specials, and when people send you an ARC copy and you put that on your e-reader, I feel like I'm in e-reader mode, but like you, I love a good physical book.
Mhm.
If you could go back in time and spend a day in any era, what year and location would you go to?
I would definitely go to Cincinnati, 1880s, 1881. It would make research so much easier.
Wouldn't it? That'd be fun. Any particular location in Cincinnati that you would love to see in the 1880s, like a landmark or anything specific?
Probably the houses across from Burnett Woods. So now, if you go to Burnett Woods, it's all hospitals. Like everything is gone. But there used to be these beautiful mansions, and I would have loved to have seen those.
How fun, definitely. What's your favorite snack?
Um, that one changes a lot. Right now, it's yogurt and fruit.
Oh, how healthy of you.
I'm trying to get better, but it allows me my sweet while
Yes,
still being okay.
there you go. How do you pick names for your characters?
It depends. Sometimes I'm actually very intentional about it and have private jokes with what their names are. I can't tell you my most recent one because that would give away spoilers for Written in Secret. But I had some fun. And then sometimes open up a names by the year sort of thing and pick
Yeah,
out one that I like.
there you go. I've done that too. What was the first concert you ever attended?
Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah.
Up in the nosebleed section, all the way. I think we were literally the top row.
Nice. This is such a telling question when I ask authors. It's so fun. You can tell exactly like when they were teenagers and who
Yep.
they were as a teenager.
Yep.
Love it. What is your dream destination to just go sit and write?
Oh, just up in the mountains in a cabin overlooking like the valley and where you can see all that in the background. So take me to the Blue Ridge Mountains, stick me in a cabin. I'm a happy girl.
Perfect. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
What's a book that you're excited to read?
Um, Actually, I just got an endorsement copy for Kelly Goshorn's The Heiress of Brockton. Brockman. I'd have to look up the title, but it came onto my Kindle yesterday, so I'm excited.
Very exciting. I love her.
I do
What
too.
is the most difficult part of the writing or publishing process for you as an author?
The marketing. I can edit all day and I'm fine. I might get frustrated with it, but I don't mind the editing. But trying to figure out ways to get the word out that isn't just the same old is really tiring and hard.
I get it. It really is. I don't think people, I know I never realized how much work outside of writing authors have to do.
Yes,
And the marketing is definitely a significant portion of it, that's for
it
sure.
is.
What do you love most about being an author?
I actually love connecting with the readers. I love getting emails. So with my newsletters, I will pray specifically for people.
I
Once a
love
month,
that.
I'll go through and I'll read the list of subscribers and pray for them by name. But people will email me back with specific prayers. And
Mhm.
one of my favorite things is to go ahead and just write a specific prayer for them in my return email. And that dialogue, that's just one of my favorite things.
I love that. I agree. Such a an honor to be able to lift others up. So I love
Mhm.
that you're doing that with your readers. So can you tell us where your readers and my readers and watchers, where they can all learn more about you?
So you can go to crystalcaudill.com, and Caudill is spelled Caudill. And I have all sorts of things on there. I have a blog where I do character and author interviews and book reviews, and a reading challenge I do at once a month. Book kits, behind the scenes stuff, bonus kits. And then I'm on Facebook way too much, Crystal Caudill author. Um, and I'm on Instagram, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So that's a toss up. And so I think those are pretty much the main places you find me.
All right. Well, I'm excited to do this collaboration with you. Your book cover is beautiful. So if you'll
Oh,
hold it up, written in secret. Oh,
I love
love
it.
it.
Kriegel did an amazing job.
They did. And I loved that blue script
Hmm.
across the front. So that's what stood out to me immediately. And I love that it's not like, it's not an in-your-face blue, but
Hmm.
it's so elegant and so pretty. And so I tried to sort of emulate that in the earrings.
I
Have
love
some of that
those.
same
They're so
sort of
pretty.
blue. So for our giveaway, our readers just have to like this giveaway post that they'll see here with this video, follow you on social, follow me on social, and comment done. And then this is going live on Monday morning, and Wednesday night we'll draw a reader, and then we'll have a winner.
And I'll be sure to share and have fun with it. Now,
Great.
those earrings, let me see them again because they're so pretty.
Thank you.
Those are so pretty.
And our winner will get this pair of earrings and an ebook copy of your book here in the US, correct? Is that right? Or is it
Print
physical?
book if they're in the US, and international, I'll do an ebook.
Perfect. Crystal, it was so good to talk with you this morning. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.